Have you ever wondered how it's possible that believers all around the world, different cultures, languages, and backgrounds, still carry the same spirit and reflect the same God? What if I told you it's because we're all fashioned with the same divine ingredients, and heaven never changes its recipe? See, Psalms 33:15 says, "He fashioneth their hearts alike. He considereth all their works." That means God didn't just create us individually, He placed a shared spiritual DNA in each of His children. No matter where you're from or what you've been through, there's a divine fingerprint on your heart. It's like walking into a McDonald's anywhere in the world. Different locations, different people, but the same Big Mac. Why? Because it's made with the same ingredients. That's how God works with His people. You may look different, sound different, walk through different struggles, but if you're His, you carry the same ingredients of the Spirit: love, peace, joy. It's not a coincidence. It's God's kingdom design. Let's break that down. The scripture says He fashioneth their hearts alike. Fashion, a popular trend, especially in styles of dress and ornament or manners of behavior, manners of doing something. Now, the imagery of clothing or garment is used to convey the idea of covering, protection, and adornment. In this context, God's salvation is presented as a covering or adornment that transforms us and sets us apart. The clothing represents God's provision of a new righteous identity for believers through Christ's sacrifice. The imagery of being clothed also speaks to a transformation in a believer's identity, moving from being clothed with sin, shame, or defeat to being clothed with righteousness, joy, and praise. Manner of doing, remember, action stems from the heart. McDonald's Big Mac, follow me on this analogy, no matter what McDonald's you go to, Big Macs taste the same. No matter the geographical location, the country, the city, the state, the town, no matter the employees that's on duty, the shift managers, who's on the fries or who's flipping the burgers, as a team they contribute to doing the same thing to produce the same product across the nation consistently every time. Let's dive deeper for the spiritually inclined. The franchise, each location is fashioneth alike. You walk in, planogram is the same, the aesthetics, the branding, colors and marketing, posters and signs, the structure of the building, the seating arrangement, the menu, food, ingredients, same uniforms on the employees. Employees go through the same specific training. Ingredients for the food products never changes. There's a set standard of ingredients on that Big Mac. Fashioned the same so it tastes the same no matter where you are in the world. To tie this all in, the same with God's children. There's a certain degree of ingredients in each of us that's fashioned for God's kingdom no matter where you go in the world. Yes, we may be individually unique, like a McDonald's physical location, but the natural ingredient of salvation will show it's tailor-made from God as one of God's chosen few. The ingredients is inherently stamped with God's gifts: love, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, patience, joy, peace, faithfulness, self-control, grace, and mercy. These are not random traits, they're divine ingredients crafted into us by the hands of the Creator. True fruitfulness begins with the inner transformation of salvation, characterized by the fruit of the Spirit. The willingness to allow God to shape how we interact with others, living out God's purpose in our lives, loving Jesus and seeking to do good. Ultimately, the goal of a fruitful life is to glorify God, reflecting His glory through our words, actions, and the impact that we have in the world. He fashioneth their hearts alike. God places divine likeness and spiritual DNA in each of His children. He considereth all their works. God watches how we live out what He placed within us. Psalms 33:15 tells us that he fashioneth their hearts alike. He considereth all their works. That means your heart was intentionally shaped, not just to look like him, but to live like him. And now he's watching what you do with it. So ask yourself, is your life bearing the fruit of what God has placed in you? Or are your works reflecting the God who shaped your heart? Because the one who fashioned your heart, he's still watching, waiting to see the fruit of what he planted. If you're watching this right now, I want to ask you something personal. Which of God's ingredients do you feel is strongest in you? And which one do you know you need him to grow within you? Drop it in the comments below, because when you name it, you invite God to nurture it. And trust me, he's going to always be ready to work with what's real. Till next time, guided by faith, empowered by purpose, and destined for victory.